friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I just finished filming my week 3 budget, so if you missed that video, it was posted yesterday. I will link it in a little card above. But now we are going to be figuring out how much money I need to pull out of the bank and stuffing my cash envelopes for the week. So when I wrote out that budget, we talked a little bit about the cash I was going to need to pull out. I need to pull out cash for my cash envelope section here, as well as my sinking funds, plus this little sinking fund down here that would not quite fit in the sinking fund section. So the very first thing I'm going to do is take all of these categories and their amounts and transfer them onto this cash envelope breakdown page. So we have my husband's spending money and he gets $40. We have my oldest son Robert, who gets a $20. Austin also gets a $20. Let's see, my lawn care gets $20. Gas is $40. Miscellaneous is $20. Then we have my sinking funds, so we have campground, which gets $50. Car maintenance, which gets $20. Christmas gets a $50. Trying to do this pretty quick because I know that these videos can get long. Clothing gets $20. My husband's sinking fund gets $50. Holidays gets $20. Household gets $20. Pets gets $20. School expenses gets $20. Our vacation fund is going to get $50. And lastly, we have my YouTube taxes, which is going to get $147. Okay, so now that we have all of that information written there, I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit and we're going to do the cash breakdown. So essentially what I need to do is figure out what denominations I want these amounts in. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and add up and see what the total amount is that we need to pull from the bank. So let's get my calculator out here and just add these amounts up. So we have 40 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 40 plus 20 plus 50 plus, 20 plus 50 plus 20 plus 50 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 50 plus 147 is $627. Really quickly off camera, I'm just going to go ahead and add these up one more time just to make sure I got the proper amount, because that can be confusing. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I did in fact get that $627 again, so that's accurate. So now we're going to figure out denominations. So for my husband's spending here, he gets $40 and he's going to want two 20s. So I just go to this $20 column and write in 2. And I do that same thing going down every single category here. So for my oldest son's spending, he gets $20. That's a $20 bill. Austin is going to get a $20 bill as well. My lawn care is going to get a $20 bill. For gas, we do 40, so we're going to do two 20s for that. Miscellaneous is 120. Excuse me. We're going to have quite a few 20s and 50s this time, I think. So for our campground, we're going to do $50, so that's a 50. Car maintenance is going to get a 20. Christmas is going to get a 50. Clothing is going to get a 20. My husband's sinking fund is going to get a 50. Holidays is going to get a 20. Household is going to get a 20. Pets is going to get a 20. And school expenses is going to get a 20. Our vacation fund is going to get a 50. And then for YouTube, this is the only one that's a little bit different. So we're going to do 147. So we're going to do a $100 bill. We'll do 2 20s. And then we'll do a 5 and 2 1s. Is that 147? Let's see. 1, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47. Okay. So now it's as simple as dropping these numbers down here to the total. So we're going to do 2 1s for a total of $2. We're going to do 1 5, and that's a total of $5. No 10s this time. For 20s, we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 20s. 16 times 20 is 320, so that's $320. For 50s, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 50s for a total of $200. And then we're going to do one $100 bill for a total of $100. And now I'm just going to add up this total here to make sure that this total matches this total. If it does, it means that I have not made any mistakes. So we're going to do 2 plus 5 plus 320 plus 200 plus 100 is 627, so that's accurate. Now I'm just going to write this information down on a little sticky note. I'm going to go to the bank and pull out the cash that I need, and I will be right back to stuff my cash envelopes. So give me just a minute. Okay, my friends, so I went to the bank and pulled out the cash that I needed. I also grabbed up my wallet as well as my accordion folder where I keep my sinking funds. So I am all set and ready to stuff these cash envelopes. So the first thing I need to do is make sure that the bank gave me enough money. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and count it and make sure that I have $627 here. So I have 150, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 25, 26, 27. And that is the amount I was looking for. So I'm just going to get this all laid out here across the top. Let me zoom out some. Alright, and as we go, we're going to count up and make sure I have the proper denominations. So I needed 2 $1 bills, which I have here, so that's going to go right up across the top. We needed 1 5. Where did my 5 go? Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I just counted it and had the right amount. Where did my 5 go? Alright, so that's going to go across the top as well. Then we have 16 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, and then we needed 4 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 $100 bill. So that takes care of all of that. Now before I get started with stuffing my cash envelopes, I actually wanted to show you guys some new envelopes that I just received in the mail. I had a sweet friend of mine reach out and ask if they could send me some products to try from their shop. The shop is Jennifer Ann Plans. She does apparently cash envelopes as well as stickers, and she was kind enough to send me some cash envelopes to try out. So I wanted to show them to you guys because they're so cute. And she really spoiled me with some really great envelopes. So you guys know how much I love clear cash envelopes. I have these in my wallet here from Erica Life Vlogs. I show them every week, but I'm constantly telling you guys, oh, I'm sorry, she doesn't have these available anymore. Well, Jennifer Ann Plans has the clear cash envelopes available, and they are beautiful. So she sent me a ton of these. These have the lamination set up so that you can punch them yourself. I believe these are how she sells them in her shop as well. If I'm mistaken, I will put it in the description box, but she sent me some blank ones along with some labels so that I can label them myself, which was so sweet. So she has little labels there. I can just stick them on and label them any way that I want. But then she also made a couple for me that she labeled using her fonts. So you guys know every week I sit down and I go to fill my cash envelopes and I say, I don't have a lawn care envelope yet. Well, now I do. And I also had her make me this one that says kids, so I have somewhere to put my kiddos' cash while I'm waiting to give that to them. So these are so beautiful. The quality is really nice. They're very sturdy. I love the simplicity of the clear envelopes and the black and white labels. So I love those. But then she also sent me this style, which is just the kind that you can use in a regular wallet. They don't have the lamination for the punch, but again, I'm not really sure if she has these kind available so that you can get them punched as well. I'll have to do some more research and leave some more information in the description box, but aren't these so beautiful? My favorite color is purple, so I was so excited to see all of these purple detailed envelopes. They are, again, really sturdy, beautiful designs. They have the little area here where you can write in, you know, your category, or you could use a label maker or whatever. And then she also has the little ledger on the back so you can keep track of the comings and goings of each fund. They're really nice quality, so I was so excited about those. You can see how beautiful the patterns are. And then she also sent me this super cute little bank teller slip. So you can just write on this with dry erase marker, or wet erase marker, I guess, and take this to the bank so you can get your denominations like I do with my little sticky notes. So very excited about that. It also matches the envelopes. How cute. So thank you so much to Jennifer for sending me these. You guys, I'm going to have her shop linked in the description box, as well as a coupon code that she gave me to share with you. It is Jwhackers20 for 20% off. I was so thoughtful of her to send me these, so I'm definitely going to make use of some of these today. But for now, let's just go ahead and work on getting my cash envelopes stuffed. So here I have my Conscious Wallet. If you guys are not familiar with Conscious Wallet, it is a great all-in-one cash wallet that's available on Amazon for a really affordable price. It comes with everything you need to get started. It comes with the wallet, the strap, some plastic cash envelopes. They're not these envelopes that I showed you guys. They are a little bit different, but they work great. And it's a great, like, all-in-one starter system. So I have the Conscious Wallet linked down below as well. But this is the wallet that I use every single week to hold on to my cash envelopes. So I've got that kind of set up and waiting to be stuffed. And we're going to start just with the very first category, which is my husband's spending. Now, I don't have an envelope for him in my wallet because it's his cash. Doesn't make sense for me to carry it, but I'm just going to pull out his $40 here, 2 20s, and set this off to the side for him so that when he is home from work, I can give that to him. And next up is my son Robert, and I'm actually going to pull out that kid's envelope that Jennifer made for me because I'm going to stick their cash in this envelope just until I can get it to them. I still need to punch this and get it put in here, but for now I'm just going to set it in here, and we're going to put my son Robert's 20 in there as well as Austin's 20. So I'm just going to stick it in this kid's envelope, and then when they get home I can make sure to give them their cash, and I will punch this you know, on my own time. For now I'm just going to stick it in here. I need to grab a little highlighter so I can check these off as I go. Just going to use this Eraseable highlighter from Friction in this yellow color, and just kind of highlight these as I go so I know that I filled them. Next up is lawn care, and that was another envelope that Jennifer so kindly made me. Aren't these beautiful? So I'm going to go ahead and put my lawn care money in there, and that's also a 20. And again, I will punch this kind of off camera on my own time. I do have a little punch that I can use. And then those will fit right here on this binding as well, just like my other envelopes. For now, I'm going to just stick it in here so that that is available. It does fit quite nicely in this little pocket here, so that works out. That takes care of lawn care. Now we're going to fill my gas envelope. So we're going to skip my spending envelope since I did not take spending money this week, and just move straight to gas, and gas is going to get $40. 2 20s again for that. 1, 2. And next up I have miscellaneous. We're skipping my food envelope because we did not take that out in cash this week. I just left it in my checking account so that I could pay for my food with my debit card. Miscellaneous, though, is going to get a 20 as well. That's going to go here. The only other envelopes I have in my wallet here are my debt envelope and my bank envelope. The debt envelope is for any cash that I decide throughout the week that I want to pay to my debt that I'm currently working on, which is a Walmart card. And this bank envelope is for the situation where I want to use one of my cash categories for something, but I can't use cash for whatever reason. So in that case, I will swipe my debit card or a credit card, and then I will take the cash from its envelope and move it to this bank envelope so I know that it needs to be deposited to pay for that transaction. So that's everything for my wallet. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this off to the side here. And we're going to pull in my sinking fund envelope. So if you're new here, you've never seen this, but this is how I keep track of my sinking funds. I like to keep my sinking funds in cash. I know that's not for everyone. Maybe it doesn't feel super secure to you, but it works for me. I like having the cash on hand so I don't have to run to the bank if I need to take money out of a sinking fund for something. And I also just like to be able to count it, see it build up, that sort of thing. It's just a really nice visual motivator for me. So I keep my sinking funds in cash in this accordion folder, and then I just lock this accordion folder up in my big fireproof safe when I'm not using it. This accordion folder came from Amazon. The one that I purchased is no longer available, but there are other ones available on Amazon if you would like to emulate this system. What I do is I just give each of my sinking funds its own little tab. I have the tabs labeled with a little label maker, and behind each of the tabs I have the sinking fund as well as a little index card where I keep track of how much is coming and going from each account. So I'm actually just going to set my accordion folder up off camera so that I can access it and not have it messing with the focus of my video. And I'm just going to kind of pull out each individual fund as we go. So I filled miscellaneous, so that's done. And the first sinking fund we're going to fill is my campground sinking fund. So I will just go back behind the campground tab and pull out my fund, which I have in a little envelope here. And my campground fund right now according to the little card, has $626 in it. So what I will do then is use my pen and just update the card. So the paycheck date is the 18th, 5/18, and we are adding $50 from that paycheck to this fund. So $626 plus 50 is $676. So I'm just going to add that $50 here, and every time that I add money to a fund, I like to count it just to make sure that I have what I think I'm supposed to have and everything is accurate. So we're looking for $676. Wonder if I can zoom you guys in a touch. Yeah, it looks like I can. Okay, so let's count this up and see if that's what I have. 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 50, 500, 50, 600, 50, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. So that's accurate. I have what I think I'm supposed to have, which is good news. This will then get put right back behind the campground tab in my little accordion folder. And we will move on to the next fund, which is car maintenance. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark off campground because we know we filled that. And move on down the line. So for car maintenance, we're going to add $20. My car maintenance fund currently has $407 in it. So on the 18th, we're going to add 20, and that should bring it up to a total of $427. I'm just going to go ahead and add that 20 then. Slip it in here. I'm actually going to just arrange this a little bit, make it easier to count. And we'll count it up and make sure that I have $427. So we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 400, 20, 25, 26, 27. All right. So that's car maintenance. Go ahead and mark that one off. Put car maintenance away and pull out Christmas next. Okay. For Christmas, we currently have $480. And we're adding 50 today. So that should be, what, $530 if I'm not mistaken. I'm terrible at mental math, so hopefully that's right. We're going to go ahead and add that $50. All right. And then we're going to count it up. So we have 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, I must have counted something wrong there. Just mute my phone so that that doesn't happen again. Let's see, 530 is what we're looking for. So let's try that one more time. 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so we have an extra $5 here. I'm not really sure where that came from. So I'm going to just pull it out and stick it off to the side here and as I go, maybe I'll find a different sinking fund that's short $5. I don't really know what I did there. But regardless, we have $5.30. The card says $5.30, so this amount is accurate. We just have a bonus $5 bill that I'm not really quite sure where that came from. And that's why I always like to count my sinking funds kind of as I go, so that when something like that happens, I'm aware of it and I'm not like scratching my head later wondering where that $5 came from. Instead, I guess I'm scratching my head now wondering where it came from. All right, next up we have clothing. So my clothing sinking fund, I don't have a little envelope for, so I'm actually going to pull one of these beautiful envelopes from Jennifer Ann Plans. Since I have it here, I might as well make use of it. And my clothing sinking fund will go in here from now on. I'm not going to use her little ledger here just because I don't have a dry erase or wet erase marker handy right now, but I'll definitely have to get one. Actually, I think I saw somebody use a little Sharpie and then just use rubbing alcohol to remove it, so I might try that. But either way, for now, I'm just going to stick with my little index card. So on 5/18, we're going to add $20 to this fund, and that will bring it up to a total of $20, so that one's easy to count. That'll just go right here in this gorgeous envelope. And that'll go back behind my clothing tab, and I'll just label this at a later date. Okay, so that takes care of clothing. Next, I have my husband's sinking fund. So my husband's sinking fund is another one that does not have a pretty envelope, so I'm going to pull one of these from Jennifer Ann. And his sinking fund currently has $120 in it, and we're going to add 50 more today. So I'm just going to update the card. Bring that up to a total of $170. And we're going to go ahead and add that $50 bill. And count this up. So we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, $70. So that's going to go into this envelope here. And that'll go right behind my husband's little tab here in my sinking fund folder. All right, go ahead and mark that off. Next up, we have holidays. So holidays is another one of these that does not have a little envelope. So I'm going to use this one here. And holidays right now has $10 in it. And we're going to add 20 today, and that's going to bring it up to a total of 30. So we're just going to add a 20. 20 plus 10 is 30, so that's accurate. And that's going to go back behind the holidays fund. Next up, I have household. So let me pull in an envelope here. So grateful for these envelopes because I was really needing some for some of these funds. All right, so we're going to add, is it 20? Yep, 20 here. This fund had 20, we're going to add 20, and that'll bring it up to 40. 20, 40. And that'll go back behind the household tab. go ahead and mark these off. I filled holidays, I filled household. Next up is pets. Alright, so I have my pets category here. So this fund currently has $20 in it. We are going to add 20 more today and bring that up to a total of 40. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40. That takes care of pets. Moving on to school expenses. Okay, so my school expenses fund currently has $10 in it. I am all out of envelopes from Jennifer Ann, so I might have to check out her shop and order some more, or make some more myself. I have been without envelopes for quite a few of these funds for quite a while, so either way. So for pets, we're going to add $20, and that's going to bring that up to a total of 30. So let me go ahead and add a 20 here. $20, $30. And that'll go right back behind school expenses. You guys kind of get the gist by now, I think. It's pretty simple. But I love this setup and the way that I have it kind of figured out at this point. So I filled pets, I filled school expenses. Next up is vacation. And vacation right now has $50 in it, and we're going to add 50 more for a total of $100. That's my last 50 there. 50, $100 in vacation. And lastly, we have my YouTube category, which is going to get $147. So hopefully that's what we have left here. We have 100, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47. And my YouTube category had 571 in it. I'm going to go ahead and pull in my calculator for this because I know for sure I'm going to get this mental math wrong. So we're going to do 571 plus 147 is 718. So let's just get this money all organized here. I've got these bills all sorts of willy-nilly here. Alright. So 718 is the number we are looking for here. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 650, 670, 680, nope, that's 690, 700, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's accurate, $718. This is going to go back behind my YouTube tab. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up here and get that put in there. So now I still have this extra $5 that I don't know where this came from. So off camera, I'm going to go through all of my other sinking funds and just figure out where this came from, because it had to have come from one of those funds somewhere. I will figure out where this is displaced from, put it back, and that'll take care of this 5. If for whatever reason it did not come from one of my sinking funds and it's just like a random extra $5, I'll just stick it back in the bank. Don't know where it came from. Having more money than you thought is better than having less money than you thought, though, so I'll take that as a win, I guess. But yeah, this is your reminder to always double and triple check your sinking funds for this reason, because I don't know where that goes. Alright guys, that's going to do it for my cash envelope stuffing video for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to check out Jennifer Ann Plans for super cute cash envelopes and stickers. I will have her shop linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, friends!